Hi guys, and welcome back to the NRL Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you've seen and if you want to see more. Coming up in this episode, we have transfer news involving Wakefield Trinity, Warrington Wolves and Catalans Dragons. Cass halfback injury news, but inclusion in the next game. And match report details and all the details that you need for Newcastle versus Brisbane Broncos. Let's begin with a story of two wingers as they will be moving clubs. They're both England internationals, both prolific and explosive when it comes to try scoring, and not scared of the spectacular. First of all, Warrington Wolves have announced Josh Charnley will depart the club at the end of the year as he will become a free agent after Darryl Powell confirmed Warrington Wolves will not be offering him a new contract. The winger is one of the most prolific try scorers in Super League history, currently sitting third in the all-time charts. But he will now be on the hunt for a new club in 2023 after Powell confirmed in his pre-match press conference on Wednesday that they will be not offering him a new contract beyond this season. Clubs in Super League and the Championship have already offered Charnley's services, which Rugby League Live understands, and the prospect of him returning to Rugby Union is slim. But his time at Warrington is set to come to an end. Just days after he posted a cryptic update on social media, Keary suggested he will be moving on and asking what was next before tagging his management company District in the post. When asked about the future of Charnley by Rugby League Live, Powell simply said he will be offered a contract for next year. Warrington's squad is expected to undergo a significant overhaul to the squad in 2023 as Powell begins to put his stamp on the club. Props Kill Dudson and Sam Cassiano are heading for at the Halliwell Jones Stadium, a story first revealed by Rugby League Live. Reports overnight suggested in Australia that prop Tom Michaeli is moving to the Super League to sign for the while long-serving prop Mike Cooper is expected to depart, with several rugby league clubs monitoring his availability. And it seems like another big name will follow Cooper out the door, with Charnley being told he will not be offered a new contract. But as one door shuts, another one opens, as I think Wakefield might be looking for an explosive winger. Tom Johnstone is understood to have finalised his move to Catalans Dragons. Rugby League Live understood an agreement was reached last week, which will see the Wakefield Trinity winger play in Perpignan next year after signing a multi-year deal with the club. The same report reveals last week that Johnstone was in advanced talks with the club, but that the deal was likely to be finalised. Now that has been taken place, with the England international set to be one of the highest profile movers ahead of the 2023 season. Johnstone, who is currently out of action through injury, has been one of Wakefield's stars for years, and his departure is undoubtedly a blow for the club moving into next season. With rumours of Jacob Miller to Castleford also circling, and David Fafita off contract at the end of the season. Trinity face a recruitment drive as they look to build ahead of next campaign. The club's ongoing battle against relegation is likely to set them back. Players are often reluctant to sign for clubs near the bottom of the table due to uncertainty around their Super League status. As for the Dragons, they have signed one of the best finishers in world rugby. Staying with Wakefield for a moment, as they are plotting the option and seeing if the potential viability of a return to the club for John Keary after his departure from Bradford Bulls. Keary is currently a free agent after leaving the Championship club last month, and Wakefield are believed to be keen on bringing back the highly respected coach in a similar role to one that he held in the previous stints at the club. Keary was the club's head of rugby, and it's understood that Trinity would like him to work alongside current head coach Willie Poaching. He oversaw a successful period in the previous stints at the club, with Trinity narrowly missing out on a place in the Super League top 4. The club's fortune have declined since, though, and they have regularly been battling out at the bottom of the competition. But now, with the 67-year-old, who was the head coach of the club between 2006 and 2012, believed to be one of this, having several offers he is considering, and will lead Wales into the World Cup next year. This year, sorry. An esteemed coach like Keary could be a benefit for Wakefield. He's enjoyed a superb coaching career in which he has won 2 Challenge Cups, as well as successful stints with the Batley Bulldogs and the Bradford Bulls. With Wakefield currently in a relegation battle and are just 2 points clear of bottom side Toulouse Olympique after losing at the French club last week, Trinity are also facing a nervous recruiting window, as we've announced that Tom Johnstone is set to leave, and constant links with Jacob Miller and David Fafita being off contract. The club officials are distancing themselves from the suggestion that he could return to the club, though. So we'll have to see, but it's one option to help the club if possible. Staying in Yorkshire, we have a listen to Danny Richardson. He's on the road back to recovery and playing rugby league in Super League, but he may never recover from the neck fracture he suffered at the start of the season, his head coach Lee Radford has revealed. Richardson stepped back on the pitch last weekend for the reserve fixture against Leeds Rhinos 3 months after suffering the horrific injury in the opening game of the season, a defeat to Salford Red Devils, and Castleford travelled to Salford for the rematch on Friday, and Radford revealed that Richardson is in contention. He also said that he came through the reserves game all good. I thought he was good. It was a difficult day for him. The standard probably wasn't very high, but I thought how he communicated with the blokes around him was a compliment to him. Of Richardson's injury, he said, "It was a bad one. It's not healed. The bone has not reattached. So when you see the x-ray, you grimace a little bit." But the specialist said, "Look, it's never going to heal now. So it's a case of crack on, almost." It's been a long time. The neck brace was a struggle for him. And when you've got that on you or not doing anything physical, so your mass disappears. But he's up and running. He looks good in training, and he's got a spring in his step. Richardson, who is 25, is in his 3rd and final year with the Castleford Tigers, as he signed a contract for 3 seasons, 20, 21 and 22, and at the end of this season the decision will be made. So now with his injury, there may be more to look into for Castleford, but he is an undoubted talent, and if they can get the best out of him playing rugby league, I'm sure that Castleford will offer him a new deal for 2023 and beyond. And finally, we will finish off with the NRL reports, as we see the Newcastle Knights face Brisbane Broncos on Thursday night. They're desperate to make amends in front of their home crowd after 3 heavy defeats at the McDonald Jones Stadium in recent matches. Adam O'Brien's men secured a relieving win over the Bulldogs on Magic Weekend, but they face an uphill challenge against the informed Broncos, who have hit form at the right time and beginning to show signs of a club that they once were in their glory years. It will be intriguing on this occasion for the Knights and for recent recruit Anthony Milford, who is expected to line up against the Broncos after departing the club last season. Milford, who played 151 games for Brisbane, became a much maligned figure towards the end of his Broncos stint and will have a point to prove in his first match in the NRL since September last year. Both sides enjoyed even spoils in 2021, with Newcastle winning 28-20 earlier in the year, before the Broncos avoided a wooden spoon with a 35 points to 22 victory in the final round of the regular season. So who have the managers called into their teams? Well, the Knights have no further changes for the home side after Dane Gagai was a huge inclusion to the run-on team, having recovered from a cheekbone injury. Tyson Frizzell is also back, and Anthony Milford will play 5'8" in his first game back since September. Milford replaces Tex Hoy, who drops out of the side along with Anari Tuala even. Broncos skipper Adam Reynolds is also out of the game after failing a fitness test on a groin strain that he had on Thursday. He's replaced by Ezra Mam, who makes his NRL debut. Kurt Capewell will lead the side in the absence of Reynolds. Timari Martin will play despite these concerns over a hip injury last week. Even without star halfback Adam Reynolds pre-game, they made it 5 wins in a row with a romping 32 points to 12 victory over Newcastle at McDonald's Jones Stadium. The Broncos lost Reynolds, but they weren't at their attacking best either early on. They repelled Newcastle's attacking raids before shutting the Knights out in the second half. A contentious try for Selwyn Cobbo in the 67th minute, who single-handedly tormented the Knights throughout the contest, gave the Broncos an 8-point lead after Newcastle fought their way back to 14 points to 12 in the second half. From there, the Broncos piled on 3 more tries in the final 13 minutes, with Cobbo grabbing a double to stake his further Origin claims. Broncos debutant Ezra Mam endured a mixed night after a late call-up for the contest, but finished with a try assist for Corey Oates, who himself crossed over for his 10th try of the season. For the Knights, Anthony Milford had a solid game on his debut for the club against his old side, but the home side's flimsy effort defensively gave the new recruit limited opportunities with the ball or the game near the line. A final pass will be one to forget, with the former Bronco throwing an interception for home of Herbie Farnworth to cross on the siren. So, to give you the highlights, Newcastle started promisingly with Kalen Ponga breaking the Broncos line in the first set before the Knights crossed early via Tyson Frizzell after an Ezra Mam error attempting to collect an Adam Clune kick close to the line. The Broncos repelled the Newcastle Knights on their own line once more before taking advantage of a quick tap to send Billy Walters over in the 25th minute. Selwyn Cobbo was proving a problem for the Knights with his kick return, putting the Broncos in prime field position with some strong carries before scoring the eventual match winner. The Broncos hit the lead through Jordan Ricky, who took advantage of a short ball to split Adam Clune and the Newcastle defence. Newcastle lost Bradman Best with a dislocated elbow, the left centre in discomfort and expected to spend some time on the sidelines. Newcastle were denied tries twice, with Dane Gagai and Lachlan Fitzgibbon losing the ball over the line. The Broncos kicked a penalty goal for the 14 points to 6 lead after Jacob Safiti took out Tyson Gamble in the air. Newcastle hit back through Ponga when he linked with the bench forward Matt Crocker to score up the middle of the field. Cobbo's effort a short time later, which was reviewed by the NRL banker with no obstruction ruled, enabled the Broncos to skip back out to an 8-point lead. And a clumsy effort from Phoenix Crossland in the in-goal enabled Corey Oates to plant the ball down for a try. And with that being said, it was the Broncos' night as they won 36 points to 12. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, and also click that notification bell for any new videos or updates that may be coming your way. Tell me what your thoughts are of today's episode. Danny Richardson's injury, the move of the two England wingers, and Wakefield possibly bringing back John Keary while their side might be plundered for 2023. It's a difficult one, but they need to do something. Plus, the Broncos, are they contenders for the NRL Grand Final, or even winning the whole thing? Who knows, we'll have to wait and see on that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please remember that our Facebook group is still there for anyone to join and start discussions. It's open. There are things that we would like to do on there. Go and have a look. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. But in the meantime, I wish you all the best. Please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.